You're gonna
Say, what do you say?
80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What did?
The Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
7.1 out of 10. Yeah.
Captain Marvel comes to the rescue for UK box office. Yeah.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. We are recording.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So you got to start before you guys even knew. Damn right.
Brilliant.
It's trickster.
Yeah, exactly.
You're low key.
I'm a low.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Cool. We're on episode
12.
12 of the
Oh,
podcast.
nice.
Look at that. We made it to 12.
You did.
We survived without drug habits, aren't you?
Exactly. You did.
Cool. Okay, so today we're going to have a nice little focused session
Yeah.
talking about Captain Marvel.
Margaret.
Oh.
See,
See,
you
mate?
did.
Hey, see?
Ah.
Touche.
You did.
So yeah, Captain Marvel just came out in the UK on the 8th of March. I'm reading off IMDb. Is that correct?
Yeah. It came out the 8th, but I'm not sure when it came out in America, but
It came out
Couple
before.
of days.
Yeah, even in New Zealand it was released
Yeah.
earlier than UK. UK is so far behind.
You say that, but we are so far ahead.
True.
We're so far ahead, it's like we lapped everyone.
Exactly.
And listen,
We
we're
broke everything.
behind. We're not behind.
But I mean, usually we get
Yeah.
everything first, so this time they had
Yeah.
to throw the scraps there to everyone. Not calling Captain Marvel scraps just in case anyone wants to complain.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know it was International Women's Day a few days ago.
Yeah, so
I support the
forgot
troops.
about
I mean, what?
What?
that. Could be troops.
Okay. So we're gonna do a little talk about Captain Marvel today. I was thinking, let's try to begin with. Let's try to attack it with. Let's try not to be too spoilericious. Yeah.
Spoilericious.
In the beginning, and we kind of do some spoilers a little bit later.
So
on.
like ease the audience into spoilers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Exactly. Yep. Today, obviously, your host here, Seth G. See Jeff G.
I thought you said your hoves.
Your
hoves here.
Your hoves here.
Exactly.
J Hove. You get me? Mic check. What was that? Who else on the microphone?
It's me, as always, Terrence, T for short, all that good stuff.
Cool. And we have a guest on today's episode. Is it Sasha?
Yeah, it's Sasha.
Hey Sasha.
Hey, it's SG.
Seth G. See, yeah.
SG.
Oh,
Oh, it just rolls off the tongue.
It doesn't. It's Seth G. See?
FG.
Yeah.
That's FG.
You done Seth G. You know me. No, that doesn't work. So
Okay,
yes,
Seb.
don't you dare call me
I'm
Seb.
joking.
I've still got trauma from that Seb incident.
Wait, how did that start?
No.
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
You
Another
don't want to
episode?
say?
It's another episode. That's
Yeah,
maybe-
that's for another
Okay,
episode.
no,
Alright,
exactly.
cool.
Okay, cool. So let's do this. So, actually, special guest.
Yeah.
Special guest. How did you feel? What was your International Women's?
Wow, I thought
We got someone with us.
Exactly.
Might as well include her, give her a bit of a tidbit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love exactly.
Oh,
Just,
wow,
and-
that one day feeling special.
Listen,
Okay,
and let's just say, look, make it very clear. It was a joke before.
yes.
That it felt like the first day we actually get a female guest
That's
on
true,
the
actually,
show.
yeah,
It's the Captain Marvel. We didn't plan this. We're not trying to
Oh, is that right?
We're not trying to kind of cater for this to female audience.
Yeah.
This podcast is for everybody. It doesn't
That
matter
is
what you
true.
are.
Yeah.
But just so happened that we all went to cinema together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, and obviously you're a guest. So I think it's fair to we begin with you. Like, let us know what's your feelings on
that's nice.
Captain Marvel.
I generally liked it. I didn't fall asleep like I did in Alita.
Yeah.
It was good. It was really well written. Unexpected dialogue, wasn't predictable. Good direction. So many hidden like clues and stuff that you were connecting. Well, at least I was connecting with other
Yeah.
movies. So I really enjoyed that bit. And the fighting scenes were pretty awesome.
Yeah. No.
Quite liked them.
Yeah. What do you think, brother? What about you? Tell me.
Yeah, see, do you know what? I really liked it when we watched it, and I still do like it.
Yeah. But as a sexist, I know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm only joking. I won't even make jokes nowadays. Like nowadays, it's just it's too dangerous to even make a joke. So yeah, they'll just take it seriously.
No,
But
you're the sweetest.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
on.
Disclaimer: I'm not a sexist.
He's not sexist.
But yeah,
That was a joke.
No.
So at the same time,
I'm a
but yeah, I enjoyed it. But like I did say, I feel just one thing, so it's not a spoiler. But I feel like everything feels kind of claustrophobic in the film.
Okay.
But I did like the film in general, and I did like the writing. And I've listened to other things afterwards, so I've kind of taken my thought on it.
Yeah.
But I also started
competition,
to,
The competition.
So I started to think of other ways it could have been written. I was like, those ways could have been, could have been better for the film. But I still enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and I think definitely go and see it as well.
It's interesting you chose the word claustrophobic. Why did you feel it was claustrophobic?
Okay, so it was that basically the film feels like it's all stationed in one part.
Okay.
You've got like a couple of places where they have like scenes. So you've got the desert.
Yeah.
You've got the space station.
Spoiler. No, chicken.
No, you did. Oh, the desert.
But was there sand?
Yes. There's not that much sand as you thought there was.
Spoiler.
But you got the desert. You got the space station.
Yeah.
And you got a couple of good like other scenes, like of course the blockbusters everyone was waiting for.
Yeah.
But it mostly happens between like 2 to 3 places. And I feel like where you watch a film like what's it called? Not Captain America. Even Captain America.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it happens over countries or different spaces.
No, true.
Different places. So yeah, that's why I thought it was more kind of claustrophobic and kept to one part.
Yeah, no. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't see too much, even though in other films you don't see too much of it, but you didn't see too much of the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whereas in, I think it's Civil War or one of those, they're going through the streets, you see people walking by and stuff like that. So that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I think in some ways, kind of like with the kind of filmmaking side of things, it's also kind of when you're taking a risk with different characters. I find that a lot of these companies, especially Marvel as well, you opt for green screen because then you can more control it. You can more control budgeting as well.
That's true, yeah.
Because you find exactly the example you gave. When you look at the movies when all the cast come together, when all the characters come together, that's where you see they actually have a budget for the full on, hiring all the extras, all the extra scenes, the more different locations.
And more like technical people.
Exactly.
Behind the scenes and everything. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite sad when you kind of learn more about the business side of it. It's like, it's like you're just trying to cut costs here. And it's easier to, it's just easier to film it in the studio.
That's true. And like, I can't remember who said, or was it you? I can't remember.
If it was a wise man, then it probably wasn't me. but someone else.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't you. Someone made a comment that it was a kind of like a Black Panther for women, in the sense of that it's it kind of is showing that where you got a big of course a lot of it was about girl power, women power and empowering women, which is a good thing that they've actually put in there.
It's a good thing to do.
But yeah, so it's a good thing that
a point for Terrence. You can't see.
I ain't getting beat up on the streets for no reason.
You can't see my winking. Yeah, keep talking.
Oh, well, okay. I'll put
keep
yeah. But so which is a good thing that they put in there. But also, it was kind of so self-contained within itself. Yeah. Like, whereas Black Panther is all within. Yeah. What's the place called again?
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, Wakanda.
Yeah.
That was like such a weird one. I done the X and it didn't work out.
You can't see it, but we're all doing the arm. We're all doing the arm position. Yeah.
Yeah, not very well though. I think it's all over the place. Who knew it'd be so hard?
But I think with me, that whole part was like, it's such a kind of confined space. But I guess, like you said, for the budget and for it to kind of hit the certain not dynamics,
demographic?
But demographic. That's the word. Yeah. The certain demographic, they had to kind of keep it kind of small and contained within itself.
It's interesting because I was comparing it to Wonder Woman because that's another like female like lead, and I still feel Wonder Woman was so much better, and it was better because like I think she was more emotive when she was like fighting, or when she was like, but I don't get it. Like, why would they want to hurt these people?
Yeah.
Or like being in a World War II setting. And I feel like Brie Larson did a good job, even though there were so many critics who were like, oh, why is she white and blonde and all that jazz? But that's because of the comics, and they wanted to keep true to that. But I feel like she did a good job. Not as good as Wonder Woman though. That's still my favorite.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, my opinion, guys. You've been able to ask me what's my opinion.
We're coming around. We're going around the table.
So my opinion is no. I agree. No,
yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised because I didn't look into what critics were thinking about it, like if it was good or not. And I guess to be fair, because I know that Avengers Endgame is coming so soon.
Yeah.
It didn't really bother me too much. I thought, it's not like you have to wait like a year for the next Marvel movie. You got
2 months, is it?
1 month. It's next month.
Oh, April.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, I thought it was like May or something.
Yeah,
like April.
So that's what I'm saying. So for me, it's like it didn't really matter too much. But I think for the first time, kind of, I think since for Marvel, this is the first time actually having a strong, like one person. Like,
yeah,
solo
I mean, this is the first time they've actually had a solo, like, female character as a main character.
Yeah.
Everyone else is kind of being like back characters.
Sidekicks.
Yeah.
Exactly, and obviously with DC.
About time.
No, exactly. It's taken. You'd think that for how many years has like this been going on for?
10 or more? Yeah, 10. Well,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
been
2008.
Exactly.
Over a decade, yeah.
And if anything, the leads, just more strong leads we've had is Pepper Potts, who is like the love interest for Iron Man. Then obviously you got Scarlett Johansson as no Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Black
Widow, yeah.
When you said Scarlet, I was thinking the Scarlet Witch came to mind.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
I was like, oh yeah, Scarlet.
But even then, Scarlet Witch case of another strong female character. But again, it's not. She's it's like
she's like a backing character.
Yeah, so it is. So for me, it was good. It's definitely good having that. Having her, and I was surprised. I didn't think she would. I didn't think she'd be so charismatic.
Oh, Brie Larson.
No, Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised. I just kind of like she had all the little kind of like little things she did, little eyebrow raises, the kind of little snarky jokes and stuff.
Especially with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, their interaction was good.
Definitely, really good, very good chemistry, and the fact of even giving Samuel Jackson the first time to showcase his personality as Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That's true.
Was interesting. So it was good to kind of see them both bounce off each other, which I think made her more valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
rather than just like the angry man.
Yeah, which
the angry what man?
The stereotype.
So I know you guys can't see this, but at the moment she literally said the angry. She held up a piece of paper that said black.
It's like it was a black piece of paper.
Yeah, exactly. Then she slowly pointed at each of us. But anyway, you look triggered. What happened, Dance? What did you say?
You were going to say something?
Oh no. So what it kept going through my mind was the other story that I kind of made up in my head.
Yeah,
like,
go on.
So some people said like it didn't because he wasn't. I'm trying not to spoil it because you know me.
I think it's time for us to spoil a little bit.
No, not yet. Let's just no, yeah. Let's
I'm wondering what would be a spoiler. So it's not a spoiler if I say about his character within the film. So within the film, he's a really like Nick Fury is a really happy kind of character.
Yeah, but you kind of see in the trailer as well. In all fairness.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's not spoiler.
Yeah, so for me, it was that I feel like they could have done something slightly different.
Yeah.
To evolve his character through the film that makes him the Nick Fury he is now, and it may not be like it changes him completely.
Yeah.
But
do you think they're saving it for the next one? Do you think they're saving it for the next movie?
I don't think so. Only because this is like the last film within the whole kind of canon of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just gonna kind of leave it like that. I doubt he's gonna die. Actually, I think they're gonna keep him for the following stuff, and then probably get rid of him later on in the line. Oh, what were you gonna say, bro?
No, I was asking you. So, when you say that by being the Nick Fury he is now, do you mean more angry, basically?
Yeah, more angry, more serious. Like he just seems to take everything more seriously.
Yeah.
Like whereas in this one, he's messing around with the cat, as we see in the advert.
Yeah.
He's kind of like happy-go-lucky. He takes everything kind of as it is. Like when she came to Earth, he wasn't like, "What's this? What's going on?"
Because she was like the first one that he saw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden he just accepts it, and he's not really like, "Oh yeah." it's not like usually there's a character in film like when they see aliens, they're like, oh yeah, let's like get the military, let's do stuff. For him, he kind of just accepts the whole thing.
To be fair, when they were in the this is spoiler. When they were in the filing records room, he did call back up because he didn't trust her. Okay, and they're like, oh, but then she's actually the good one and he's the imposter. The boss?
Yeah. Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
so this is when the amateurs onto microphones.
I will not be welcome to the next podcast.
The people who have been thoroughly trained.
No,
I've taken that from you now.
It's okay. No. She will be back on the next female-led podcast.
Oh, great.
Oh, Wonder Woman 2.
No, but like I feel like that's maybe point where he was still trusting her, and then I feel like, oh, okay, then they could trust each other.
Okay, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's just talk about a little bit of spoilers now. Let's just go for it. Originally, I was trying to do it half, but I mean, I'll make it. Guys, ladies and gents, there's going to be a link. I'm literally putting a text saying spoilers, so just be ready. So anyway, let's get down to it.
So if we continue past this point, there's going to be spoilers.
Yeah. You've been warned.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was a great sound effect. We're going to use that every time. Clearly we don't. Clearly we don't pay enough. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool. Go on and get down to it and then spoil it. Go on.
Ooh, so now basically for me, what can I spoil? Because so the points that I thought they could have changed was the fact that he's kind of, to change his character to give him a bit more of a progression. I think they should have used Agent Coulson.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Agent Coulson's the main kind of guy with him. The white guy.
Oh, the Shield. Okay.
Yeah, the Shield.
Okay, cool.
That guy.
I was just referring to him as a white guy.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Dear white listeners, we appreciate you too.
Yes.
This is a very brown room, but we do appreciate you. Thank you. We love your tax-paying money.
That agent.
Yeah. So the main, like him, I think what they could have done is kind of had him a bit more as a rookie. Yeah. Even though he's kind of old to be a rookie, but he could have been a rookie within S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So they could have had him as maybe someone in the background who's trying to get to know what's his name, Samuel Jackson, the black guy. But trying to get to know Nick Fury. So trying to get to know Nick Fury, and then basically Nick Fury's kind of like shoving him off. And then Nick Fury got another guy who's his main partner. And then it comes to the end. When it starts to go towards the end, basically, he's the guy who kind of betrays Nick Fury, shoots him in the eye, or does something to his eye to cause that to be the reason why he lost his eye. And he really did trust someone. And he ends up being a Skrull, or whatever it's called.
Skrull.
Yeah, so he ends up being a Skrull, and then that's how he loses his eye. And then kind of shows that's why he's a bit broken later on in the series.
That would have been more adventurous.
Yeah, so
they just didn't have enough budget. They're like, get the cat to scratch you.
I get why they use the cat, because it's like completely left field. Like, this is completely nothing that you would have thought it would be. But so
it's like
I enjoy
both. Cutesy way to,
Okay, but now for me, honestly, I didn't. When, as you guys just said, like the cat scratches his eye, and he's got a patch in his eye. Like, for someone who's just lost an eye.
He didn't.
Are you really gonna have like a little cat scratch your eye and you be just calm? Like, oh yeah, ouch, it's okay. Put a patch on. Like I'm pretty sure losing the eye is gonna be quite devastating.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. So when that happened, if I'm honest, I kind of felt like maybe he didn't lose his eye at that point. I kind of felt like maybe
someone else has said that.
I kind of felt like maybe he was pretending he lost his eye to make it seem more severe. Just because the cat scratches his face, and even I'm sure he said, "How's your eye?" He's like, "Oh, it's okay."
Yeah.
Like he's not dramatic. He doesn't seem dramatic enough. So I was feeling that when
it was too casual.
Yeah. So when they put eye thing, in my opinion, this was my opinion. Yeah. I felt like, was he just going along with the story of this really bad thing happened to him. He lost his eye, and because no one's really gonna say to him, "Oh, prove that you lost your eye at this point."
Yeah.
And then look, do you know what I mean? And
but the truth is, even that part was stupid.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't lose his eye as we see in Captain America.
Yeah.
Because remember, he's still got his eyes just damaged.
Yeah.
It's not actually lost. So
that's true.
unless that's like a contact lens to put over the other eye. It's not actually a false eye. Yeah. But anyway, apart from that, I think when he gets scratched and he's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense because he's like, oh yeah, it's okay. But we know it's going to get infected. And then that's what makes him actually lose his sight.
Yeah, but I feel that's too much. I guess I think with films, my pet peeve is that
to show it,
yeah. So I feel like sometimes there's lazy writing. Like that guy David Lindelof, if that's right, the one he did Lost.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Him, like he gets my nerves because he's someone where I feel like he's writing sometimes just feels so poor, and this isn't a bite me in the ass again because I know I'm gonna work with him someday. But he just like the fact that he's writing sometimes like you try to leave too much for the audience to make up the holes.
I mean, have you seen Lost? After season 3, the audience had to make up things. It was so lazy.
Yeah, it was a terrible show in the end.
It really was. Yeah. I think the beginning set off so well. Maybe that's part of what this movie was like as well. Towards the end, it's just kind of like when Agent Coulson, when he came to Nick Fury's office, the white guy, he came and he had like a box. Guys. He had a box of eyeballs, and then Nick didn't. He just didn't. He just didn't take that really seriously. It was just really casual.
Yeah.
We love you. We love you all, listeners.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe.
Yes.
Tell your mum to subscribe.
Yes.
Tell your mum what podcast is first, then tell her to subscribe. Please.
Wink.
No, don't wink.
Oh, yeah.
Do
sorry,
it. We're not winking at you. Just do it.
But no.
Yeah.
No, but I just felt like, again, it's just like...
that was a weird plot.
Yeah. But I'll give you I know you the point you're making. It makes sense. There's many things you could say as what could have happened.
Yeah,
but I just feel like
could have changed.
They should have. They should have shown the progression of his eye. Like, got infected.
Yeah,
this is why his eye is. But they just do one scene he gets scratched, one scene he says it's okay, one scene he's got the eye.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, as a whole, I think the film is like good. I've heard like some critics complain about like that they were using like "I'm Just a Girl" as a song.
Yeah. I was actually humming to it too.
Yeah, I thought I liked it.
I'm just a girl.
The only thing I didn't like.
Who's it by? Gwen Stefani.
I'm talking to.
There's no doubt back then.
No. Keep going. That's really good.
Yeah, but I think the only thing I didn't like about that scene was just that she needed more people to fight.
Doubt. Yeah.
I remember that used to be your favorite song. Well, that used to be your favorite album.
Come on, man.
I mean,
lose points in the street.
I said,
nah, son.
See, it is Gwen Stefani.
I know, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt song.
Yeah,
I said, No Doubt used to be your favorite album. I mean, it used to be your favorite group. But
You're so funny today.
He means,
he
was making a pun.
Oh, no, that used to be his favorite.
I know, he's not making a pun.
I thought it was. Okay, never mind. Anyway, skipping passes.
Anyway, and the No Doubt back when it was gangster rap. You get me. Give me points on the street again, please.
No Doubt and Green Day. I remember. But they were good.
Oh, Green Day.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Well, you was young. And they were still good anyway.
Okay.
So...
Still got my...
What is that?
I've got my
Your street cred?
Damn right.
Got my street cred?
Yeah.
Gonna start growing clean road again?
Man like me is allowed on the streets.
Is it? Man being South, bruv. But
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of interest, I want to hear from you guys. So, ladies first. What was... Okay, we go around. Okay. Gentlemen first. What would what's your high points? So we do high points first, then low points in the movie.
Okay, high points of the movie was that...
Now, what made you want to jump out the seat and say, "Go, girl"?
So
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Have my little tank top.
Hey. Excuse me.
Sorry.
No.
But
Sorry. We go around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you first. High points, then low points, and then Sasha can speak.
So what I liked was that they actually had... It was actually funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually like a funny film. Like, even though I did, like everyone complained that, she wasn't smiling enough, she wasn't doing...
Who said that?
Really?
Who would say that?
I don't know.
I hate when guys say like, you should smile more. I'm like, what? You should smile more.
Exactly, they even put that in the film. But literally remember the guy on the bike.
Yeah.
But so that's what I was surprised about, because a lot of people said in the advert she wasn't smiling at all.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So saying that because she's not smiley character.
Idiots.
But then when you look at it, like someone else who even brought up, like when you look at Captain America, when you look at all of these other characters,
he never smiles.
Yeah, no, like half of these characters, or even Iron Man, they don't smile
Look
much.
at Thor.
So,
no, Thor smiles.
Exactly.
He's a happy guy.
Iron Man
he
smiles.
does.
Iron Man. Well, yeah.
He does. Captain America definitely doesn't smile enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's quite a
Hulk?
boring character.
Come on, what about Hulk?
He's always worried.
Yeah, Hulk is. Yeah, I don't even know what he is. He's just like tense and anxious.
Yeah.
But that's not needed. But I thought it was like a really funny film, and they kind of kept I like the twist they done with the characters.
Yeah.
So the whole twist. Maybe I won't say.
No.
Yeah,
we're in spoiler zone now.
Yeah, that's true. So the twist is basically the guys you think are the good guys are the bad guys are the good guys.
Yeah.
Or kind of. But yeah, so that's what I like, that they actually threw. I've heard like in the comics that's not actually what it is. They're kind of like back and forth at each other all the time, or just the what is it, Skrulls, or the
Skrulls.
The Skrulls are the bad guys
And the Kree.
and the Kree are the good guys. So
Yeah.
So I like that they twisted it around and changed it. So.
Did you not think it was predictable?
No, I didn't think so. I thought it was like aha kind of a moment.
Okay.
There were so many. They were like, that guy who was from Guardians of the Galaxy, the villain.
Okay.
Like he makes an appearance, and although he's not into his villainy like mode at that time for Captain Marvel. He's still like, so he's getting in touch with that guy, and then that's how that starts up. I thought that was pretty good, and kind of similar to you. Like, there's so many twists and plots, and that was really good, and especially with the professor and what she was doing, and that bit was a little bit predictable. That she wasn't human, and she was Kree as well. But I wouldn't think that she had the Tesseract. Yeah, that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a highlight, and seeing her workshop and how she was trying to save people.
Yeah, no, true.
Yeah.
I guess I was more thinking. I meant more predictable, as in I kind of felt like I was predictable that Jude Law's character was the bad guys. Yeah, for me anyway. Okay. And then I guess in a way, the only reason why I felt like the Kree. In a way, I don't know, because the guy who plays like leader of the Kree, of the Skrulls. Yeah. The reason part of me felt like I wasn't too surprised that he's a good guy in this film anyway is because he's been typecasted so badly with he's always a bad guy in most films. So again, I was like, okay, if he's like, when I was like, not again, he can't be the bad guy again, it's too predictable. Yeah. So then there was a bit of a twist. I was like, okay, this makes sense because even filmmakers have known that he's always a bad guy in everything he's in. Yeah.
So they took advantage of it this time around. Like, no, we're gonna make you a good guy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt. So
that's true, actually. Yeah. I'm bad with following like the plot progression sometimes. But this time, like you're saying, it was good that they kind of changed. They changed it. I thought Jude Law though. Yeah. I thought what I thought they played well on is that keeping him kind of seeming as the good guy. Yeah. Even up until the points where I think there was like people who were against her, and he's like, "Oh yeah, don't hurt her," and stuff like that. Until you find out why he's actually saying that. Until you find out it's because of her, how she got the powers is what he needs. The force in her. So just like Star Wars. And then he never got that joke. So that's what was like I really like. Yeah. But so what are you gonna say? Like,
the
what's
low
good
point.
or
So what was the low point?
Yeah,
so aside from Nick Fury's eye debacle.
I just had one in my head and now it's gone.
Yeah.
So the low point for me was, I'm not going to remember it. I might have to send it back around before. So, what was it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. What were the low points? I feel like they could have done more, like really nice action scenes. I feel like they could have. Yeah, it was a bit like it was really awesome to see what she had done with Jude Law. Yeah. And that action scene was nice, but a bit more than that because I feel like in other Marvel movies you get a lot more. Yeah. What were the action scenes? You can actually count. So one with Jude Law, one with when they would go into the planet and get ambushed, but that wasn't really because she just gets knocked off. Yeah. When they were trying to get the memory, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So that kind of started off early on, like, okay, so this is the background. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of setting up the stage for what's to come, and she's actually like, not part of the Kree. She could be more. Because they did that fairly early on, I thought that was a good setup.
Can I say one thing as well?
Yeah.
I just think on that point as well, which I really loved, is I thought the fact of, because now I get to share what I liked as well.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I thought you didn't say what you liked.
No, we didn't go.
We've just been holding the mic.
Yeah, I want to go around, but it doesn't change. But yeah, no, for me, it's like, but that scene in particular, I kind of thought it was nice to actually see, again, it's like a female lead character. It shouldn't matter gender, but I mean, it was just nice that kind of, rather than just a typical Scarlett Johansson, wrap my legs around your head and swing you around.
Yeah.
Like it's good to see like a woman like just kicking ass.
Yeah.
And like just fighting as a fighter. It's nothing. Doesn't have to be a different technique to a man. It's like, no, I'm punching your face.
Yeah.
Simple. And like the way she just like took out so many people.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Do you mean? And it's like, again, it makes you kind of feel like whenever it's a male actor, whenever it's a male character, it's like no holds barred. Like they just go at it, fight.
Yeah.
Done. But I feel like when it's a female character, it's always done more dramatic and it was done like almost like
a little bit more sexual.
Yeah, more sexual kind of. They really lean on the weakness of the woman, and then then she kind of wins. Whereas with this, I kind of felt like she was just like she needs to take these things off her hands. She doesn't give a shit. She's still beat you with these things until I get my hands out. And once I hands it out, I was like, look, now watch what I do to you now.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good. It was just kind of it just happened, done.
That was it.
And you just saw how powerful she was, and I like that. I mean,
she kicked ass.
Definitely. Oh, do you remember what you can say?
Yeah, so the one thing that was a bit kind of not great, like that wasn't that good, was just the way she got the powers.
Yeah.
So, like, even when I saw it, I kind of thought the same thing. I've heard other people say it, and I was like, yeah. And then I heard in the comic books how she actually got the powers.
Okay.
Which is the same way.
Oh,
but in a slightly different way that makes it make sense.
Educate us.
So in the comic books, she gets it by, one of the comic books, I don't know if this is in all, issues, but she gets it by Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like being in front of her. So when the beam hits her, it passes through Captain Marvel first, goes into her, and then that's why she gets the powers. And I thought, and I thought when we saw her before laying down the blue blood, in my head, when we saw Marvel standing there, I thought that was gonna happen. I thought somehow because I was thinking, how would she get the blood transfusion like that? But
it was Jude Law's blood.
Yeah, exactly. But remember, when in the memory, she hasn't. In the memory, in the beginning, she has a blue blood before she meets Jude Law. But again, it's just a memory. We find out afterwards that because in her head, she thinks that it's the Skrull who shoots Marvel. But when we actually remember properly, we realize that she's probably visualized the blue blood from Marvel in front of her. Marvel who's on the floor.
In the aircraft.
So her memory's kind of been twisted a bit.
So that was the one thing that kind of got me. It was just that
it was too simplistic.
It was like it's been said, it's like, anyone could have been standing there. If they got hit, they would have just been lucky enough to get these powers. So nothing, it would be like, it's just a luck of the draw. Whereas, and
kind of like Spider-Man.
Which didn't make too much sense. And whereas we know how powerful the Tesseract is. But actually, that was nothing to do with the Tesseract, was it? Because that's what we said just.
Well, we never confirmed it because I haven't done any research. So ladies and gents, our theory before was saying that in the movie we wasn't too sure if the power in the engine that Marvel was making, if actually came from the Tesseract, or if it was something else she's making. Maybe one of us could look.
But even if it was, my what I was about to say was probably wrong.
I think it would be because
it's blue as well.
Yeah, and the energy and the color was same. And then because she's the most powerful one out there. So Tesseract is super powerful. She's really powerful. Makes sense.
It would make sense. Yeah, that's true. And what I was thinking of was, we know from Guardians that people can't hold the Tesseract, but like I said, if that's only a piece of the Tesseract, like something that's been siphoned off from it, then of course, that wouldn't constitute the same thing. It's not going to be as powerful.
And they did the same in Guardians of the Galaxy. They kind of broke it off, and then they got the energy from there.
Oh yeah, I got bored. I couldn't bother to look at it.
Like picked up the phone to look and just like put it back down.
So I was like, I typed in Marvel Fuel, and I was like, I can't bother. Anyway, this is real life, okay?
Yeah, maybe the listeners can educate us. And tell us more.
It's a reason to check us out online somewhere.
And the last thing I was going to say it before I actually forgot was just the whole part where she was having the fight scene with the whole kind of score, or
Scroll?
With no. Score is the music.
Oh,
the
yeah,
music
yeah.
running in the background with I'm Just a Girl.
Yeah.
So I like that part because I thought the music suited the time frame.
Exactly.
But they just didn't give her enough people to fight. It should have been a faster paced fight scene, like in like Kingsman or something like that, where there's a lot more kind of going on.
Yeah.
And it goes with the beat of each, when she's fighting each person.
Or even if they kind of slowed down a little bit, like in Sherlock Holmes, and then kind of showed a bit more detail. That would have been cool. I was a bit disappointed with the fighting scenes.
No, that's true. And I think they had a part where she kind of stops in the middle of it, and they kind of felt like it slowed down the pace of what was going on. And if there was like a lot more fighting going on, even to have that break would have made more sense. But it was like she had like about 10 people to fight. It felt like it didn't feel like she had like a whole bunch of people.
Because if it was the other superheroes, like the men, they get so many more.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
No, that's But
no, good valid point. Yeah.
So
what about you, Sesji? What was your low point of the movie?
Seb G. Sorry. Exactly. If I can fly away. Low point. I don't know. I did enjoy a lot of it. I think low point, one thing we talked on already was so Fuse I wasn't a fan of. I thought that part was a bit rubbish. I need to think about it, actually, because I don't know, for me it's like I'm not saying like it was the best film ever, far from it, but I feel like it hit a lot more the kind of the beats which I wanted it to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Than missing. So like I can see points which I thought was really good. But do you know, okay, the only part, and it sounds so ridiculous to say it.
Yep.
Excuse me. The only part I didn't like was the reveal of her in the post.
I knew you were say that. That's why I started smiling. I was thinking, I know you're going to say it.
Really?
And again, it's like, I feel like just how they did it, just like, again, I think it's just, when it's part comedy timing or part kind of dramatic timing, to where they did it, it was just kind of like, they just didn't time well. It just turned around. Like, even if she made like a bigger, if she made like maybe like a bigger entrance.
That's true, yeah, because like all of a sudden she's just there.
Yeah, like she.
Yeah, and like,
I guess it's meant to be scary when she enters. Like, where's Fury?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, I mean, like, and I said it. She just like, of course, they're all. We have to also remember that she will be a lot older, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like they just made her look straggly. Like, just because she's older.
Yeah, she should.
It doesn't mean she can't like. Yeah, she's not gonna be just standing there. Like, look, they made us look like she's old for a second. Like, cause where's Fury?
But she's Captain Marvel. She can't age.
Can she?
I think she can, yeah.
She aged a little bit in the movie.
But she's
I
old.
think she can, yeah.
That's when they showed her.
Right, okay.
And I kind of feel like when they showed other people, if it's other guys who are older, they still kind of look kind of stylish. But I feel like she just looked like, let's just throw her hair.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You wanted more like recognition.
I think they could have even just changed her hairstyle. I know that sounds like
let me guess. And maybe she should have smiled more too.
Gosh.
Hey love, why don't you just smile a bit? Is that you're thinking, eh?
But yeah, I think they could have changed her hairstyle to make, because she's been gone for like 20 years or something, or even longer, isn't it?
But maybe she's out in one of the other galaxies.
Yeah, maybe she's really fighting. She's fighting a good fight.
No stylish. At least she would look different. Like she comes back looking exactly the same as she left. And
would we say the same thing about Iron Man?
Kind of, he just came back looking the same. Like at least he changed his bed.
No.
Exactly, and you got those little pulley things on his. But so like even there, just to show like there's been a progression of something changed.
Yeah.
Or like something different. And the reason why I say it as well is because in the comics you've seen all like the covers.
Yeah.
And the artwork, she goes through so many different kind of variations.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it was like she's gone through all these different kind of looks, and I thought, of course, that's like, typical comics. Some of them are going to be sexist and some of them not. But I think, they could have done like, she's changed, she's kind of grown, or she changed as a character.
Yeah.
Like just in that little bit. But it's a reveal, and we don't know where they're going to, how they're going to actually change her character. Maybe she's gone through a bit more. And now she's a bit more like, she's upgraded in what she can do with her powers.
Yeah.
So that would be very good.
So,
no, I mean, I completely agree with that point.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you share what was your low point?
I feel like the fighting scene was like good and bad. So yes, she had good fighting scenes, but they could have done more, like you said, Terrence.
Yeah.
With better sequence, more people, have it more with the beat. I feel like maybe the soundtrack could have been better. Is it just me? But soundtrack also is a really big part of I mean, you think of Black Panther, you think of Guardians of the Galaxy. Tell me you did not go back to YouTube and be like, ooh, volume 1, ooh, volume 2. Oh, but then you also grew up with the kind of songs. It's either way. I thought that was pretty cool. It could have been more. They had bits, but it could have been more.
No, and I want to continue. As I'm saying, but in fairness to Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy, they actually have playlists created for both of them. Yeah.
Why didn't they do it for this one?
No. Again, but as a Marvel, most other Marvel movies haven't got playlists. Guardians of the Galaxy definitely has a playlist of. So that's the reason why, like from the very beginning. Remember, it actually begins with Chris Pratt.
Cassette
player. Playing the first tune. Yeah. So actually, remember, and part of the whole story in Guardians, as you know.
I know.
So and you think about Black Panther. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar actually made the playlist. For it. Yeah. So I think, in all fairness, I don't think it's a thing where they've just neglected this film. Okay. It's only 2 of the main Marvel movies. They've understood the power of actually making really good music. Yeah. But I think you're right. If you had a better soundtrack, it would have been amazing. Yeah. That's probably my only thing. Because even now, that song's in my head. I'm just a girl. Gwen Stefani, you're back. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying, Terrence?
I know, I wasn't. No. There's nothing much else I can say, really. But it was, like I said, definitely a good film. I definitely watch it again. Like I think, I watch it again in the sun and stuff like that. Yeah. There's certain Marvel films, like, what's the one that I didn't like?
Winter Soldier.
No.
I like that one.
No, it's not Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was okay. It was, what's Iron Man Part 2? Ultron, Age of Ultron. Yeah. Yeah, for me, that's kind of a boring one.
Oh, I liked it as well.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Part 2, Part 3. Part 3 was a bit... I didn't think it was
Part
necessary.
3, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I didn't think Part 3 was necessary.
What are we talking about? We're talking about Iron Man.
No, I'm not.
Age of Ultron, that's...
Age of Ultron is Avengers. Yeah, sorry, no, I got mixed up.
I'm just thinking about the actual scene where, like, all the Iron Man, like, the suits come up. It's like,
that's Part 3. Yeah, so Part 3 is not too bad. It's not the greatest, but I think, Age of Ultron, Avengers, was, for me, it was kind of like the weaker one. Okay. There's like really funny bits in it, but it was like one of the weaker out of all of them. Yeah.
Do you know what, actually, being that you both brought up a really good point about like ranking the movies. We don't have to rank every movie. Okay. But out of interest, like, one, I'm interested to hear what you both feel was like which films does this beat, first of all, the Marvel movies, and also I think people forget how trash some of the previous Marvel movies were. Yeah,
because it's been so long.
I know, we just give them a pass. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you. Like, I was looking back at even Thor, the first Thor.
Yeah, it was
It's pretty bad.
Is it though?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, like, literally, a lot of people have criticised it, and then when you think back to it, it's really a slow film. It feels really slow paced. True. I mean, the ending is not too bad, but of course, with him just having, like, he's kind of old English, sort of the way he speaks. Yeah. I know they've done that because in the comics he speaks in old English, but at the same time it was like, I think now he's definitely progressed into a better character than what he used to be. So yeah.
So what do you like about Thor? We're talking the first one. I think each one progressed differently. So
I'm gonna be a bit biased because Natalie Portman is one of my favorite actresses.
Okay, that's fair.
I was like,
that's fair.
Oh, I get to see her, and it's not like in a conventional. I mean, it is in a conventional kind of movie. Hers was pretty good. And because they were doing all the foundation stuff, I think that's why it should be a bit slow because he's setting the scene. And the fighting scenes, and it was nice to see Chris Hemsworth, and yep.
Nice seeing you.
I've done a bad one.
No, it was good. The fighting scenes were good, and just setting up the scene for like the first Thor of many like other Avengers movies to come. I thought it was okay. It wasn't the worst. Is that the worst for you guys?
No.
I don't think that was definitely the worst one.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me the worst one.
for me, still Age of Ultron. I don't know what it is about Age of Ultron. I just feel it feels like it was kind of disconjointed from like everything else, and it was like just to get him to get to Ultron, it had to be like Iron Man to make Ultron for like to protect the world, and then in the end he's the one he ends up destroying it. And there's so many films that's already done it. It was kind of like pointless. I didn't really see the point of it. But yeah, I mean, as a film, like extra parts like do work, but as that point, I just didn't like that.
So okay, so cool. So yeah. So what would you roughly? So would you say obviously for Captain Marvel's kind of debut? Would you say kind of like for first time? Would you say I don't know? Would you say it's B? So okay, so you definitely prefer it than Ultron, then yeah.
Yeah. I prefer that than Ultron, definitely.
What about the first Avengers movie?
To be honest with you, I actually forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot the plot.
What happened in...
We need to see the trailer.
What's his name? Loki tried to take over the world?
Yeah. Actually, it's not really fair. 'Cause a lot of people actually find the first Avengers movie one of their favourites.
Yeah, it's a good one. I just didn't like the camera. Like the cameras they use for certain shots. In Age of Ultron, it feels like, I don't know if it's the frame rates they use, but there was something a bit off for me. It felt like a TV film. But apart from that, it was a good film in itself. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah, true.
Maybe Iron Man 2 or no, Iron Man 2 was alright. I didn't like.
It was the third one. It was Iron Man 3.
It's a hard question because each film I can see the parts I didn't like about all of them.
So
all the stuff I didn't like. But what was better? I think Iron Man 1 is my favorite film, and of course it's the first one that kind of starts off the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Incredible Hulk. The Hulk was like no one really even cares about it. It's not really part of it. It's like even though it's part of it, it's not part of it.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be the last one because you don't even remember it really.
No,
it doesn't feel like part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So I think for Hulk, everything like that would be like the end. And I can't put them all in order. But next time, I was thinking,
there's too many. I think as you said, I think Captain Marvel for the first time I've seen a new character, I think definitely did really well. Looking forward to seeing what happens next with her. I'm hoping that after Endgame, we see more about her personality, more of her kind of. Well, I think they kind of said almost like she's meant to be part of the future of the new Marvel universe.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, so I think there's like speculation that she might be kind of almost like taking a mantle from Iron Man.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna see because obviously we know that his contract's come to an end now. And so has Chris Evans,
Thor and Iron Man. Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Thor, maybe his contract's come to an end.
Okay.
But we've heard more that Captain America wants to change.
Okay.
So not Captain America. Yeah. So Captain America, he wants to change.
Yeah.
And I think there's like just speculation that Iron Man might change.
Yeah.
But we'll see how he's.
I think it's about time because we've seen them for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just kind of get used to it. But yeah, Black Panther and Doctor Strange. Definitely like those movies really, really well. Right, I just remembered it too when I was looking at it. I was like, Doctor Strange, that was such a good movie. And time traveling and completely different sort of age spectrum as well. Like, he's just a doctor, normal,
that's true.
And then became Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remembered one, but what's yours, bro?
What's that?
Bring it up.
Yeah,
oh no, one film, but I just want to know what's yours.
Which one? Say which one?
Oh no, I just.
so
I'll try to get you to say yours first, so I can say it after. I don't want to influence what you're going to say.
My what?
Your view on which films are better, or view on your review.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because you said first Avenger.
Yeah, no. I think a lot of people say first. A lot of people as in favourites. You mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think to be honest with you, I'm thinking back. Most of my favourites have come out recently, so I really like Thor Ragnarok. That's probably one of my favourites at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Especially because I love Taika's direction.
Yeah.
The comedy was amazing with it. It's just a fun.
Kiwi represent.
Yeah, to me it's good. I really loved it. So definitely one of my favourite ones. Black Panther liked.
Nice.
I mean, definitely like Black Panther. I think it's like some people already. There's some parts of if you dig a little bit deeper into the story, I'm not completely a fan of, but I love the fact of how it's put. Having so many kind of like black actors, directors, musicians, like so many people kind of have come together to make
they did that
a really, like a really kind of a really good movie. It did well to represent black people.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I can't. Other than that, I don't know. I'm a fan of the Avengers movies.
Okay. Yeah.
As a whole. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Cause I want to tell you what you was gonna say.
Yeah.
I noticed we all forgot one.
Yeah.
And that is Spider-Man: Homecoming, which was I think was a pretty good film. I think it was a pretty good one.
I disagree. I did not like that
I
one
liked it
at all.
You did not like it at all. Not even the comic parts.
I was so glad because you know what? I watched that movie in Auckland and I won the tickets for it for free. I was like, thank goodness I didn't have to pay for this. That was my first reaction.
Okay,
so I was like, no, I didn't like it. Yeah.
So was it just the pacing of the film or just
the pacing and just it was a different storyline? Sure, it was different with what's the actor's name? The little kid.
Tom Holland?
Yes.
That was it, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Tom Holland, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, he did his best, but I just
me too.
I couldn't take him seriously. And I was like, they've just dragged out the Spider-Man series a bit too much for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you mean. If you look at all the other films.
That's what I was thinking of,
Take all the other films into account as well.
Yeah.
But, so what didn't you like about it, brother?
Do you know what? If I'm honest with you, I can't really remember it that much.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why. I guess, okay, so first of all...
It was a forgetful movie.
Yeah, but I guess, to be fair or unfair to Spider-Man, I feel like I just don't rate... Although he was introduced into the Disney Marvel universe, I don't really class his movies as a proper Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Because it's still a Sony... Remember, it's a partnership they made, the crossover partnership they made with Sony and Disney, so... They would allow Iron Man to show his face if they let Spider-Man show his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, I didn't even take that into consideration. Because I'm more thinking, Spider-Man's definitely going to be in the next ones.
Yeah.
But then they may decide not to renew the contract. And then he may just, they have to get rid of him. But
I don't see them get rid of him, though. Because he's been established, I think, now.
Yeah, I mean, Sony's making money from it. So they're definitely going to... Like it would only be common sense for them to continue him going on. But I mean, if they were stupid, they would say, "Oh yeah, we're going to cut this contract." If you get what I'm saying. So they could if they wanted to, but hopefully they don't. Because but for me, I liked it. It's definitely like not one of the strongest. Like I said, Iron Man is my first one. But I like that the fact of like they had like the comedy parts in there when he meets another spoiler for Spider-Man anyway. Yeah, so when he meets the dad, when he finds out the dad is what's his name? When he finds out that he's dating the daughter.
Oh yeah.
I think I like that whole kind of tense interaction between them.
Yeah.
So as a film, I thought they done those parts well, and even at the end where even though they were kind of enemies.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name again? Batman.
Yeah. I'll get him in it. Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
So even where at the end he still didn't like betray him, even though he could have like still blamed him for everything that happened. He kind of still respected him as respected Peter Parker enough not to kind of like just give up his kind of secret identity and stuff like that. I think I'm saying that right. But
that sounds right.
So so that's what I liked about it.
I think to be fair, I might watch it again because again, it's just for me. It's like I can just talk about it now. I can just see little snapshots of it, but it's just like again, I just. Whenever I see the Marvel sign and I see Sony pops up, I'm just like, it's just in my head. And I just feel like it's just a standalone. They don't really they showed Iron Man for a few seconds, but I just didn't. And I like fun things. I actually like him as a Spider-Man. I thought his debut in
Homecoming.
No. Civil War.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I found it pretty funny.
Okay.
I just thought that. When it comes to anything Sony or Marvel, I mean Sony or Fox, in the Marvel universe, I'm never that interested.
That's true.
And that means X-Men. Sorry guys, X-Men.
Yeah, I mean,
know you're a fan of
X-Men
X-Men, but
I mean, after they had to go back and try and redo the whole X-Men, it just is I can't even find the word.
He's speechless. It is. You broke him, Marv. You broke him. Reboot him.
But literally, even when they tried to reboot the film, like the only good thing they've ever done is Logan.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Apart from that, and that's like again a standalone movie, even from X-Men to me. It doesn't feel like it's part of the same universe.
I didn't think so either.
So for me, they've kind of messed up everything.
Yeah.
And they really need to start again. But I don't know. Like, for me, X-Men, all that sort of stuff is kind of its own kind of standalone. I don't know what they're going to do. Who's thing with again? Venom?
Venom is also, I think it's Sony as well.
Yeah, Sony, so I wonder what's going to happen with
Brady.
that.
Wait, who's Tom
Hardy.
Hardy?
Tom Hardy, yeah.
So, yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
sorry.
Is that the serial killer?
Yeah.
No, he's the NFL player.
Oh, yeah.
What's the... Oh,
Tom
Bundy.
Brady. You think of Brady Bunch.
No, isn't there a killer who's
There's a killer called
something Brady as well?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember. But anyway, no talking about serial killers. But yeah,
Yeah,
but
But he has a
Venom.
film. No, just
Venom, yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
Venom.
I think- Venom, I want to
It
know
should
what
be
they're going to do with that.
promising. It looks good.
Yeah. No, that's true. And that's why I'm wondering,
Brady.
some people are worried that they're going to try and bring Spider-Man into Venom and then do that back, so bring him back to Sony as, just standalone, unless they cast someone else. Yeah, but let's see what happens.
No, exactly. So,
Academy or no Academy?
Oh, Academy. It's a strong female role.
Is it?
Deserves 4 Oscars. Best, no, just joking. No Academy.
Oh, okay.
We do. Yeah, so we said last time we were going to try and do an episode regarding episode for Umbrella Academy, but you know what? I enjoyed it so much, and it's 10 episodes. I think we deserve to actually have a proper one episode dedicated to it. So okay, before we go, let's wrap up with maybe some trailers we've seen, maybe some movies we're looking forward to speaking about next.
Yeah.
So let's go around. We go for the ladies this time, then you, and then me.
Okay.
So
the next one that's coming up, I'm pretty sure it's in March, is Us by Jordan
Ah,
Peele.
yes.
The next installment. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that on my own. This actually generally looks a little bit scary, but just really keen to see it because it's also got one of my other favorite actors, Lupita.
Yeah.
And I feel like she would have done a really great job. Got high
100%.
expectations.
Be
And-
careful.
Oh gosh. And just I'm pretty sure it would have lots of deeper meaning into the movies as well, as we can see in the trailer.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it.
And I like your tie-in because obviously Black Panther,
Oh, yeah.
both of them, Winston Duke
Yeah.
and Lupita
I think
Nyong'o. How's her name?
Nyong'o.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's like
Nyong'o.
again, it's like
Yeah.
ties into Marvel. So hey, good
That's
call.
true. Forgot about.
Yeah. Anything else? Just that.
That one, and
Game of Thrones.
I was saving it for you guys, for you to say it.
No, go on.
No, it's just Game of Thrones, but it's Nyong'o.
Yeah, no, cool.
TV. Yeah, no, Game of Thrones is coming up, but that's next month though.
Yeah.
For March only. It's gonna be Us, and definitely Game of Thrones going to start the marathon soon. So
Yeah,
it's
sounds good.
all fresh and up to date with the new season 8. The trailer came out. Really, really hyped about that.
Yeah.
That looks good. Who do you think's gonna die? Oh no, next episode. Next episode.
Go on, brother. What about you?
It's gonna be Sansa.
So, I can't actually remember any trailers.
That's all right.
Literally, apart from what you said, like Game of Thrones looks pretty good. The
Yeah.
new trailer they just put out.
I think everybody's just thinking of that.
Yeah. With, what's her name again? The young one, the sister.
Arya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The way she's running through.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So I really hope like that's gonna be good. I think
Yeah.
I think for end season that's gonna be good.
I hope Cersei dies.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
She just looks so vicious the
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
trailer. She's like up to no good.
Exactly.
Gonna make a deal with someone. I don't know. What about you, G?
Do we think we're gonna finally see the mum come back?
Ooh.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Why
No?
would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because in the book she's alive still.
Yeah?
Yeah. So in the book, what's the name? What's the name? Thing
Yeah.
Stark.
What's her name? Begin with M.
I don't know, but either way, because of like in the books, she's still alive. So it'll be interesting to figure out. It'll be interesting to see. Oh yeah. Oh, so you looking forward to see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin Stark?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was,
So
Holly House.
So because in the book she
I
came
don't
back.
think
So
she's gonna come back. Why would she come back? What purpose would she have?
revenge.
Yeah? from killing her husband and most of her family.
And her almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good reason to come back.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think they're gonna bring her back.
No?
Only because I think because now they've moved away from the books.
Yeah.
I think there's no need to even bring her back in, and I think it would be good just to see where the story goes with Snow and Daenerys.
Targaryen.
Yeah, so I want to see what actually happens with them two.
Yeah.
If they brought the mum back, it would be kind of like just kind of like out of left field again.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't think so though. I think because in all honesty, we kind of know, we already know what's more or less going to happen. I feel like we kind of know who's probably going to die and who's not going to die.
Yeah.
I think for people who don't know the books, bringing her back as to kill somebody, I would see it being smart in the sense of you can still use it, it still plays true to the book.
Okay.
So for those people, it would make sense. And also because people who just watch the films, the TV show, they're not going to expect her at all.
That's true, yeah.
So me personally, because I'll be like, she'd be my gambit. I'll be like, well, let me throw it. If it's the final 6 episodes, why not throw it in? Because no one's gonna expect her at all.
Yeah.
My question is, how are they gonna bring her back, and in what sense and plot? Like that would be interesting if they do, because the readers would have followed through. Like, that one character's still alive. They might have bookmarked it. It's like, oh, she'll come back soon. But if they do, how would they bring her back? Who is she going to kill? I guess that's for us to see.
I guess so. I think she
could kill.
Exactly.
But
I think she meant.
Yeah.
But I think she could. She could kill
the king.
She could kill
what's her
Cersei.
name?
She could kill Cersei. We already know they wouldn't need to give the whole plot behind of bringing how she was brought back to life, because you already know that through the red witch.
The whole Lord of Light stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we know, and that's partly how I think she was brought back to life as well. So we don't really need to kind of go into that.
Okay.
We just need to make her appear and give a reference. I don't think there needs to be a whole conversation behind it. But again, this is like speculation. I'm more interested to see if they do bring her in or not. They probably won't, because it's taking so long. But I think even in the books, even like the direwolves, I think there's actually more to them as well.
Really?
Okay, you were saying they've actually got their own kind of life going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the books they kind of follow the direwolves come together. Which again, from reading the books, I wouldn't be surprised. For people who watch the show not knowing what's going on in the background, when the war begins, those wolves might get involved as well.
Yeah.
True.
So it might kind of help tick a box for both parties, for the readers and to show the viewers.
Okay, yeah.
So
interesting. I just want the dragon,
yeah,
because the one that got turned into what do we call it? Blue eyes,
ice dragons,
white ice dragons. Yeah, I just want the dragons to convert it over.
With
to
the ice
good
dragons.
side. Yeah, no. I want them to be, with Daenerys.
to reconvert it.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to kill
that's
it.
not gonna happen. Though.
Yeah,
I feel like the
they're
dragons are
gonna
gonna
have to destroy
die, and that's gonna be sad. Because that was so shocking when it ended the last season. I was like, I was not expecting that.
But it's such a good
expecting
scene,
the
though.
chains.
Yep, definitely.
I was not
it's one
expecting
of
them
the
to
like,
to drag it out and get it converted. So Ooh, interesting.
You found your favorite movie, Aladdin, was it? That's what's all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Will Smith.
But I mean, you're acting in it, so.
Spoiler.
Oh gosh.
But yeah. No one knows what you look like. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Even though you do look like Will Smith.
Well, the fun fact is, I was thinking I potentially was gonna go for he's double for that film.
Is it?
Yeah, you was there. I was talking to your
told
mum.
me. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Was it? You was there.
No, I've completely. Sorry. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you did.
Thank God I didn't.
Yeah, but you should have.
Oh, you should have.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it could be
Shoulda,
you with the
woulda,
blue floating
Singing.
around. Exactly.
Making all the wishes come true.
Oh,
Yeah, would have been great.
I don't know. Did you see the new trailer?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you don't.
I reckon you should. It's pretty cool. But I was comparing it to the cartoons.
Oh yeah.
And the game show we used to play in the computer.
Yeah.
Or the games.
Yeah.
Wait, do you
Oh,
say
yeah, I
you're
remember
looking
the
for?
computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you say that you're looking forward to Game of Thrones the most? Is that the only one, or any other movies?
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
I think it's just Avengers because I want to see how. I feel like when Infinity War was on, I felt like it began strong with like killing Loki, killing a few people, and then at the end of it, I was like, oh okay. It's like, no, you didn't take any risks at all, which that's a reason obviously which I love Game of Thrones. Like you didn't take risks at all. You just did this to lead up to, we're gonna change it all back to normal again.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So for me, in many ways, I feel like the choices they make with this one will make me decide if I liked the previous one. Because then you kind of feel like, okay, well, you took a bigger risk. Like,
but like they say, we already kind of know he's coming back.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're going to kill off most of the Avengers because they kept all the Avengers. So I think they're going to try and flip it and say, oh yeah, well, they survived, but now we're going to get rid of them so new Avengers can come. And we're going to have the second, second kind of generation.
It'd be good to see. I don't think it would. And I think...
But I think the
more he's been speaking, I think Iron Man, what's his name again?
Tony Stark? Or what's his name? The actual name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I feel like realistically, how many movies has he done? How many movies has he actually done not being Iron Man? Like
outside of it?
Outside of Marvel, how many films has he done recently?
3?
What were they?
Sherlock Holmes. There's a next one that I think I saw him in.
He did a comedy as well.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. So 2?
Yeah.
But 2 or 3 films that
he's just in this really heavy contract. How could he do anything else?
Yeah, but I don't think like how you just said it there, I don't really feel like he's in such a heavy contract that he doesn't. He feels like I feel like with him, of all people, I feel like he's himself in these movies.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'd be surprised if he feels so trapped in his contracts. I actually kind of feel like it's more of a meal ticket for him. Whereas with Chris Evans, I feel like Chris Evans has to play... He's always playing like a pensive Captain America all the time.
Yeah, that's his character.
Yeah, but I think in other films, he plays different roles, and he hasn't been in great films. Don't get me wrong.
Like in Push, he was great in Push.
Oh god,
I'm only joking now.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in some ways, like, I'd be surprised if Iron Man goes, because I feel like, well, he's taking a big risk.
It's true.
Getting guaranteed money from Avengers movies, his standalone movies, cameo in like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of extra money he gets in his pocket.
Yeah,
compared to, of course, the Sherlock Holmes movies, which I actually really like. His Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah, he was good in that.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, just kind of flipped it.
Slow motion punch in the face. I could see it coming.
Exactly.
I can play the same game as you.
Oh yeah. The whole party. Yeah.
I can play that game too.
Yeah. Just for yourself.
Exactly.
But I need to watch it again because every time I watch it, I'm hardly watching it.
Yeah.
But it still looked pretty good. And like you said, Chris Evans. What's the other thing? He's acting like Scott Pilgrim. Not too great.
Oh, that was. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, to his was it like first boyfriend or something like that?
Oh,
yeah,
and then
like that.
What's the other guys? Four.
Chris Hemsworth.
No. What's it called again?
Which
the
one?
other Marvel.
He's in
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah. We forget about that.
Yeah. So
So did you
be in great films?
Did you give us your last? Were you looking forward to? Or was it just Aladdin?
Yeah, it was probably just Aladdin. Actually, even Spider-Man.
Yuck.
When's Spider-Man coming out? This year, next year?
This year.
Yeah, so Spider-Man coming out. Want to see where they go with that because it looks like some life's being said.
Yeah, life.
I didn't even say it properly.
Life's been said.
Like what's being said, it looks like Iron Man's not in it.
Yeah.
So if he's not in it, you see what's his name? The big guy.
Rey Mysterio.
What?
That's a wrestler. Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, the same one he played. Sonny, what's his name? The psychic to Iron Man.
Oh yeah, he's not important. Yeah.
But you got him in there.
Yeah.
And basically, you don't have anything to do with like Tony Stark. So it looks like he could be gone for Avengers.
Yeah.
Infinity War. So I can't wait to see what happens next anyway.
Oh,
but
cool.
I think after this, after these ones are done, I think I'm going to stop probably watching them as much. I still watch them a bit, but
not as
I don't
much.
think it's going to be as much. So
No.
it's been like 10 years.
Unfortunately, you're contractually obligated to the Black British Geeks.
What?
So as part of your contract is you have to
still
watch.
have
No, you people.
You mean yes? See, listeners.
I will do it
See how much,
for
see
you.
how much I can respect the listeners. Turns his hair. Just he's here just for the free drugs, which he brings
cocaine,
himself.
which I didn't pay for. That's why I felt much. But I mean, in the sense of the podcast, I still watch him. But I mean,
Grudgingly.
I don't know, mate. I hope they get better.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I feel after you've kind of seen 10 years of it, it starts to feel like okay, what can they do next?
Exactly.
And I guess that with comics and how things work.
Yeah.
They should be able to grow them, but so see what happens.
Alright, cool. Well, anyway, today we've given an extra specially long episode. It's been a while since a nice long episode focused on one movie, but I am very happy. I hope you can all enjoy and appreciate it as well. Something to listen to on your commute to work or from home. From home? You know what I mean. Yeah, let's wrap this up. Terrence, where can we find you on your socials?
As always, that's T for short on Twitter and Terrence Malcolm everywhere else. Instagram and all that good stuff.
Cool. Special guest, can we say that?
No, don't follow me. I'm just here for the podcast.
You heard it here first. Sounds very much like how I am sometimes. If you want to follow me, then Seth Gabriel. I'm on most platforms. I'll try to follow you back. I will show you love. I will show you all love.
Really now?
Yes.
They love the people, Seth. They love the people.
I live for the people. I live.
Wakanda forever.
People forever.
Thanks for having me. This has been really fun.
Thank you for being here.
Looking forward to listening to more podcasts from you guys.
Cheers.
Follow them. Black British Geeks.
Beaks. Oh.
Black Beaks.
And that's why we get paid the big money. Black British Beaks. You didn't actually see, but she actually picked up that black piece of paper again. And she pointed at us.
2 crows sitting in chairs.
Exactly. Angry black men, she said. She whispered it. But anyway, thanks a lot for listening to us. And we look forward to our next episode, speaking to you in your ears. Peace.
Peace.
You can say bye to people?
See ya.
Bye.